This is going to be a great day. And as you saw, the Galaxy Fold is a device unlike any that's come before it.
It's been about 2 months since the Samsung Galaxy Fold was first announced, and it's been literally the most interesting and innovative product we've seen in a long time. But now, after only being released for a few days to some early tech reviewers, it looks like Samsung has some problems on their hands. Hey guys, this is Jonathan with Retethered, and this is the biggest tech news story from this past week. The Samsung Galaxy Fold was released this past week to some early tech reviewers, and at first the videos that came out were great. They talked about how great the product was, how innovative it was. In fact, I felt like I needed to buy one. But literally the very next day, some problems started to happen.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Let's talk about the first one. This first one's a little bit easier to explain. There was a couple of tech reviewers, most notably MKBHD, talked about how their display got damaged when they tried to peel the plastic screen protector from their device. What they didn't know was that the plastic screen protector on the device is not supposed to be peeled. But nowhere on the packaging did it say that it wasn't supposed to be removed. They showed pictures of the device, how it had a little bit of a lip on it so they could remove, and it almost looked like they could easily remove that plastic screen protector. And then later on, we saw tweets from others in T-Mobile saying that there is a plastic that goes over the display saying that they're not supposed to be removing that plastic screen protector. I don't know. So obviously that's a user error, and that could be fixed. You know, that's Samsung's fault for not notifying these tech reviewers that they're not supposed to be removing that plastic screen protector. And literally, what do you expect from a tech reviewer? They're gonna remove that plastic screen protector. Many of them hate plastic screen protectors. So it was their fault. They should have easily put something on the packaging, somewhere on there, that they're not supposed to remove that plastic screen protector. The second issue, this one's a little bit more concerning. Dieter from The Verge said that his display started to have a small bulge from underneath the display. He doesn't know how it happened. All he says is that they used a little bit of clay to hold up the device so they could take some beauty shots with it. And then as soon as he noticed the bulge, after a couple days, he mentions that the display stopped working completely. So this one's a little bit more concerning because we don't exactly know what happened. We have to remember that the display has a very complicated hinge to it. It could have been that the hinge was defective or the parts inside of it were defective and it started to press up against the display. We're not really sure what happened here, but all we do know is that this doesn't seem to be a user error. It seems like there might be defective parts in some of the Samsung Galaxy Folds. And we have to remember what you use or what you do with a smartphone. When you get a smartphone, when you use it, you put it inside your pocket. You put it on top of a table. You put it everywhere with you, right? And we don't know what's inside our pockets. You know, we put stuff in our pockets, we take it out. And if we have such a delicate device like the Samsung Galaxy Fold, and if that allowed something to get in between the display and the device, that can be a little bit concerning because we're constantly using these devices. If after only a couple days, his device is already damaged, imagine having to use it for a couple of years. So this all happened Wednesday. All these stories that came out about the display issues, it all happened on Wednesday and it was crazy. Everyone was talking about it. It was the hottest topic in tech for that day and probably the next day as well. And then the very next day, on Thursday, Samsung released a statement. This is what they said. A limited number of early Galaxy Fold samples were provided to media for review. We have received a few reports regarding the main display on the samples provided. We will thoroughly inspect these units in person to determine the cause of the matter. Separately, a few reviewers reported having removed the top layer of the display, causing damage to the screen. The main display on the Galaxy Fold features a top protective layer, which is part of the display structure designed to protect the screen from unintended scratches. Removing the protective layer or adding adhesives to the main display may cause damage. We will ensure this information is clearly delivered to our customers. So this warning, this response from Samsung, it doesn't really tell us anything. They're obviously going to let us know why these displays are starting to get damaged with this bulge or this indentation coming from the bottom of the display, and we'll have to wait and see what they say. And then the other issue that they were having with the plastic screen protector, well, they said you're not supposed to remove this plastic screen protector. So obviously we know that now. So the question is it a big deal? Well, I think it may be a big deal. Right now it's not a big deal in my opinion. I think we need to actually wait a little bit and see what Samsung finds. When Dieter from The Verge mentioned that he used clay on the back of the device, that kind of threw up some red flags, because we have to remember clay can get in between very small holes, and who knows with that hinge, if you put it right on top of that hinge, if it got in between something with the hinge and that affected it, who knows. But we still need to wait and see. We obviously know that one issue can be completely avoided. Don't peel off the plastic screen protector. That's it. That's how you avoid the first issue. If you want to damage your device, peel it. And the other issue with the unit malfunctioning or the display or whatever happened with the display with the indentation or the bulge coming out, that one we have to wait and see. We have to remember that the Samsung Galaxy Fold has moving parts to it. It has that mechanical hinge to it. And that's very different from the smartphones we're used to. For years, we've had just a regular smartphone with no moving parts. So we have to remember that these parts can malfunction. In fact, many of those moving parts, many of them could become defective. Who knows how long these hinges are going to last on the Galaxy Fold. Another interesting point that you have to remember is that this is a first generation product. So you can't expect that everything is going to work perfectly. There's going to be problems, there's going to be issues, and hopefully as the next generation product or the next model comes out, it'll get better. That's what we're hoping, and that's what's happened with smartphones. They've gotten better and better each year. But all the hating that's happening with Samsung, we have to remember they took a risk. They're the first ones on the market with a premium folding device. No one's done it so far. I know Huawei has announced that they have a product that folds, the Huawei Mate X, but it's not in the market yet. This is the first device that's doing it. So we have to give Samsung credit for that. Now we have to wait and see if this issue really becomes something more. Let's be patient. Let's not just burn them at the stake already. The point is, before we start bashing on Samsung and saying that they suck, let's wait and see what the issue it really is. Is it a problem with a few smartphones, or is it a problem with the design of this smartphone period? What do you guys think of the Samsung Galaxy Fold? What do you think of the issues that are starting to come up with the display? Do you think it's a big deal? Do you think it's something that can be fixed easily? Or do you think we should also just wait and see what happens? Let me know with a comment down below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe for more tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching.